Hello my scrappy friends and welcome to my YouTube channel today. It's Melinda Sweetman here with you with my next share for Tracy Reed Designs. Today is I'm sharing my part of our day in Ubud in Bali. You can see here I'm starting with a pocket page. These were some of the little moments and pictures that I wanted to capture, but for me they didn't feel like a complete 12 by 12. So I've just popped them in pockets. I picked up some souvenirs while we were away, some stickers and business cards and a few other interesting bits and pieces. I found that little bag in my stash, added a 3x4 journaling card, a title, and punched holes in it, and that's where my ephemera bits and pieces are going, and I will just pop that straight into my album. I am scrapbooking, so this is another photo from our day in Ubud. If you watched my video a couple of days ago, you would have seen the two of me, the Sitting Pretty in Paradise layout of me sitting in a couple of fake bird nests that are set up for tourists for exactly that reason. This was actually the first scenic shot that we took on the same day, and it's hubby and I, and it is underneath you can see the sign right there, naming the waterfall that we're at. I'm not even going to try to say it because I don't want to butcher it. Absolutely beautiful place, and yeah, it was so pretty. I'm so glad we went. I did entrust my husband to do most of the planning for this trip. He really enjoys it. I end up, getting sucked into never-ending rabbit holes if I try to do stuff like that, or just end up feeling so overwhelmed that I don't plan anything. So yeah, we got picked up early in the morning by a driver, and we drove. It wasn't that far, but the traffic in Bali, if you haven't been, is yeah, different, very very different. So yeah, we once we got here, we started exploring, and it was super fun day. Lots of different things that otherwise I wouldn't, probably wouldn't have experienced myself if my husband hadn't planned it. So what I've done with this layout is the good vibes. That's my title for the page. It's actually one of the digital stamps from this collection, and I have dragged it onto my 12 by 12 background in Photoshop Elements. I have then edited the layer style. I've given it a drop shadow, and I have done beveled edges, and it gives this really cool effect where it looks like it's 3D. It kind of almost looks like a puffy sticker, and I really like the way that it turns up on I chose the white because it was light and bright, the same as the rest of this collection, and I thought it just looked really good on this really light pink background. It's hard to see in the video, I think, but there is little white rainbows in the background. I can't resist. I think I've used this background paper a number of times, but here we go again. I just continued on with the curve of that digital stamp. That's my title. You can see I'm just adding the florals to kind of follow that curve around. I've got a couple of photo mats behind my photo, and you can see how I'm just nestling that photo into where the ups and the downs of the letters are, making sure it's straight. I added this journaling. It's not a journaling card at all. It's a filler card. Living our best summer life. This was April, which in Australia is not summer. It is it's autumn. But we were in Bali, and I'm pretty sure it's always summer in Bali. I don't know if you can see my little friend there. That's our Iris. We picked her up in March after we had to say goodbye to our 17-year-old cat Zeus in January. She is the most beautiful cat I've ever seen. She has all of us smitten. She came and sat at my feet while I was recording. I just hear this little meow, and she sits there and stares up at me. And she insisted that I picked her up. So here she is having an explore on my desk. She's the fluffiest, softest little thing. and has me totally wrapped around her little finger. But even after I put her back down, she just continued to meow at me and stare at me, make me feel bad for doing my own thing. So yeah, that's Iris. I think I might have shared some layouts, I'm not sure. You can see here I'm just working on my layers. I've got so I printed tons and tons of this collection when it first was released. It's beautiful, it's so fun, I love it so much. And I still have a fair bit left, so I'm like, I'm going to use as much of it as I can. So you can see I'm just layering up my florals in the corner here, and I'm going to do the same. I have done the same up where I'm working right now, and I am just trying to get the colors and the shapes to kind of balance so nothing looks weird or out of place or anything. You can see I'm trying to get that lighter color up there, and I end up settling just in that little space there. I am going to bring in some sticker sheets. Like I said, I have tons of this collection. I printed a ton of sticker sheets, some on white sticker paper, some on clear sticker paper. Obviously I'm using the stuff on white sticker paper here. I'm just going to add a couple of layers. I did have that speech bubble up there. If you watch my last layout, you'll see that that got used on that. And I'm just going to pop this one in here. Just trying to get in between my layers here and having a hard time. But I don't add too much more to this one. So this says hot, hot, hot. I knew I wanted to get that orange in somewhere, but I'm just trimming it down. It's just a little bit too wide for me. Sorry for my head. I do try at the top there, and then I decide I don't like it. Up it comes, and I am going to tuck it into my florals down the bottom here. I'm really happy with how that looks down there. And then I'm going to change that sticker up the top as well. Yeah, so I decided that I didn't leave myself really anywhere to do any journaling. I knew I didn't need to say a lot, so I'm just going to trim out this little journaling piece, and that is going to replace that aqua sticker at the top. Just trimming it down. I'm just going to place it on the backing paper, but I'm going to try it in like 12,000 other places first and not like it. I'm like, this is all like these shapes here all too organic for something square to sit. I don't mind it there, but I do end up moving it up here, and I'm really happy with how it looks up there. I do add some splatter to this one before I add my journaling and stick it down. And you can see I'm like, can I squeeze this in somewhere else? Nope. I'm just going to go through and reinforce some of the like topmost layers because it's not sitting flat. I don't want anything to fall off, and I don't want anything to get like bent and twisted or anything. I've got a couple of new albums today, and I was looking at my layouts for this year, and it seems that the things that I've scrapbooked so far for this year are this holiday and the kitten. I have, if you've seen my post recently on the Tracy Reed Designs blog, I do share my process of getting stories and photos from my camera roll onto scrapbook pages. So I do have a list of what I want to create for January to June this year, and obviously I had the flexibility and freedom to scrap what I feel like, so it's exactly what I'm doing. I have found some white enamel dots. These are black and white ones from Altenew, but I reckon they look more cream. I've added 3 lots of 3, and then I'm going to just add these 2 little hearts to this little card. I'm going to add, oh no, oh, I thought I was done, and then I come back and I add my splatters. So obviously my journaling is not written yet, so I'm just going to come in with my gold splatters, and I'm just going to put that where my enamel dots are. I'm going to add my journaling, stick that all down, and So there's photos of the pocket page, of my 12 by 12 layer, and of my little bag pocket for my ephemera bits and pieces. If you have any questions, please make sure you drop them below. I do have close-ups and everything over on the Tracy Reed Designs blog, so make sure you pop over there and have a look if you want some still photos, a bit more information. As always, thank you so much for choosing to spend your scrappy time with me, and I shall see you in my next process video. Have a fantastic scrappy day, my friends.